The vast majority of women undoubtedly do not wish for you males to be aware of this knowledge. In today's environment, one of the most important things for men to achieve is to have women regard them and other men with more respect. Because many guys have been on the receiving end of really awful treatment from women, they are interested in learning how to turn this dynamic around. If you watch this video and put the advice we give into practice in your own life, I can now say with absolute certainty that it will change your life. Therefore, you gentlemen need to keep this in mind whenever you engage in conversation with a lady. Regardless matter whether you are dating, living with, or married to the lady, there will come a time when she will begin to behave in a manner that is a little bit unusual toward you. This will happen at some point. Now, some guys would just use the word crazy to describe the situation, but what actually occurs is that the woman you are dealing with will start behaving coldly or extremely harshly toward you at some time in the relationship. What the heck is going to be your initial response each and every time? Right, what just took place, and why is she acting in such a manner toward me? The issue with women is that despite the fact that what they are doing could appear to be absolutely irrational and awful, it is still a woman. The actual purpose of the lens is for her to gauge how strong you are, which is why she is acting so horribly viciously toward you. Now, ladies do not simply wake up one day and make the decision that they are going to go crazy about the person who likes them for no apparent reason. In point of fact, women do subconscious checks on the males they date. This suggests that they are not truly conscious that they are engaging in this behavior. This is one of the most common ways in which women judge a man's strength, yet it has absolutely nothing to do with the amount of weight he can lift. Therefore, when a woman behaves in an illogical manner toward a guy, she is essentially putting him to the test. As a result, how you react to what she is doing will influence whether or not she thinks of you as a powerful or weak person. If she sees you as a powerful man, she will be more interested in spending time with you. Nevertheless, if you behave in an incorrect manner and she thinks that you are weak, her attractiveness to you will decrease. Therefore, the conventional response of most males to a woman who is being nasty to them is to shout at her, raise their voices, and essentially try to dominate the woman by making her terrified of him. This is because most guys believe that women are more easily controlled when they are afraid of the man. Now, girls act in this manner because, behind your back, they are curious to find out how much money you would steal from them before you. The vast majority of men will just have to continue to put up with it, and ultimately women will cease appreciating him entirely as a result. They become less desirable as a result of it. When women act in an extreme manner toward you, it is a clear sign that they want you to end the relationship with them and go on. Even if they don't really want you to leave them right now, as long as they know you will, they will regard you as a strong person and look up to you as an example to follow. If they continue to act in such a repulsive manner, this will just serve to heighten their interest in you. What you guys need to understand is that because 99% of men are like that, women will never desire a man who needs them as long as there are 99% of males in the world. Why, therefore, would they desire someone who is powerless, desperate, and dependent on them? When they can, in all likelihood, find a man of this type 6 days out of the week. The vast majority of guys who are currently watching this would like it if women respected them. You want ladies to be drawn to you more, and the most effective way for a man to acquire a woman's respect and draw her to him is to refrain from yelling at her or scaring her when she is being particularly rude to you. This is because yelling at her or scaring her will make her more likely to continue being rude to you. Nevertheless, the most effective thing you can do is to demonstrate to her that you have other choices and that you are not reluctant to walk away from her. It makes no difference if you have only just met her, are now involved in a romantic connection with her, or anything else in this regard. The vast majority of men lack the courage to inform a woman that they will walk away from the relationship if the woman treats them with contempt. If you don't show that you aren't afraid to leave her, she will cease respecting you after each time she does something like this. If you don't show that you aren't afraid to leave her, she will. If you do that, she won't feel the same way about you. The breakup, as we all know, is one of the most common situations in which a guy finds himself. This is one of the most common conditions that a man finds himself in. The vast majority of males, unfortunately, have poor coping mechanisms when it comes to ending relationships. Instead of leaving the situation and showing the woman that he has other choices and that he is not dependent on her, men find themselves in situations in which the woman breaks up with them because the man continues to fail the tests. Your best course of action would be to make it quite obvious that you are not requiring anything of the other party. You have to make it clear that you won't be offended if she makes the decision that she no longer wants to be with you. Ironically, once a certain amount of time has passed, she will most likely come back to you. In point of fact, if you are able to pull this off, the sooner you let a lady know that you won't accept her unpleasant conduct towards you, the more appealing she will find you to be and the more she will defer to you, provided that you can carry this off. Now, the majority of the time that most men devote to their life is taken up by the woman in whom they are interested. Always bear in mind that the strength of a relationship is determined by the one who needs the other person less. The power dynamic between men and women will shift in favor of women, and the power dynamic is now imbalanced. If she is putting you through constant tests and you are unwilling to quit the connection, she will see this as a sign that you are not committed to her and will be more inclined to walk away from the relationship. You guys need to understand that women do not want the power dynamic to shift in their favor, and you need to take this into consideration. Women get more mature as time passes. Because of this, they look for a man who they feel will make a more desirable catch than they will. Women do not want to settle for a man as a middle ground option. Always and forever, women are drawn to men who have alternatives and the ability to exercise those options. Because of this, it is very necessary for each of you gentlemen to concentrate on your own objectives rather than only those involving women. Because you can show them that you have other alternatives and won't be afraid to leave them if they continue to be a source of difficulty for you while you are focusing on your primary objective and doing your own thing at the same time, this is beneficial. When a female gives them a little interest or it's like their first girlfriend or, the majority of males operate with this sort of scarcity mindset because they fall into the trap of believing she is the only girl out there. This might happen when a girl pays them a little attention. Therefore, because men are willing to put up with the antics for such a long period of time, ultimately females will cease appreciating them, and you will lose all of your attractiveness to them as a result. If a lady begins acting unlikely toward you and you confront her about it, she will ultimately stop her behavior. Be warned that she will ultimately put you through a series of tests in order to see whether or not you are willing to walk away from her and pursue other opportunities. It is inevitable that she will carry it out. If you want a woman to respect you and recapture any lost passion for you, all you need to do is plant the thought that you have other alternatives in her brain, even if you don't actually have any other choices right now. This is the case even if you don't truly have any other choices right now. Always keep in mind that women don't actually want you to leave them, but they do want to know that you would if the situation demanded it of you. This is something you should keep in mind at all times. Because most women have hundreds of guys who would do everything to be with them right now, and because women like a man who has options, this tactic is quite successful. Women have a lot of males competing for their attention. They are not satisfied with any old thing. Independent-minded guys are attractive to women because of their autonomy. However, the quality that women value the most in a man is one that shows he is not afraid to be independent from his female partners. When a female suddenly begins bombarding you with unsolicited messages after waking up one morning, instead of seeing this as some strange way that she's trying to get you another chance to show that you are different from the many typical males that are out there that any woman can date, think of this as another opportunity for you to demonstrate your strength. This will help you stand out from the crowd of men who are so typical that any woman could date them. Demonstrate that you are not like most people who are stuck in a mindset of scarcity, that you do not lack alternatives, and that you are not afraid to walk away from her. At the moment, ladies put you to the test at every level of your interaction with them. Some of the ladies you meet will probably only partake in it when you first meet them. Some people engage in it to a greater extent or to a greater extent overall. Frequently once you are in a relationship with them, but each time they do it, just keep in mind that it is an opportunity for you to show that you are resilient or that you are the appealing man that they desire to be with. Never forget that ladies do not seek weak guys. You may watch as many movies about women as you like, but it won't change the fact that women are more attracted to confident men. A man who is strong, independent, and has options, and who is not afraid to abandon those options. The vast majority of guys, particularly at this time, particularly when we are going through challenging situations, do not have employment or have very few truly fantastic things in their lives that they are focused on other than women. This is especially true in the United States. The vast majority of males in today's culture are stuck in a mentality of scarcity, which causes them to regard every opportunity as if it were gives them even the slightest bit of attention, as if they've won the lottery as a result of this. They put up with a lot of trash when women test them, and then they wonder why women don't find him attractive or respect them. A lot of guys put up with a lot of trash when women test them. Therefore, gentlemen, you should never be afraid to inform a woman that you are planning to end your relationship with her. Try not to let yourself be swayed by the scarcity mentality. After that, you should watch as women start to treat you better and as their interest in you starts to grow. And with that, I'd want to thank you for watching and look forward to seeing you next time.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.